CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. The lights up.
Well, guys,
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Batum. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Nobody near Lillard. Good on the triple. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And the rebound by Nurkic.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Covington wide open. He fires. That one's not going to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Jackson against Lillard. And the shot is long.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Jackson misses. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. McCollum finds Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Fires from 18. That's good on the jump shot.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now George. There's the dish to Batum. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Makes it off the glass.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Lillard. Three-pointer. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice retort by Reggie Jackson. He's one of those guys you don't want to let him get hot.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Back to Powell. Launches a 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Leonard. Pulls it up. And the rebound by Nurkic. McCollum outside. To the inside. Kicks it out to Lillard. For 3. And that one is off. Clippers trail by 4. Passes it to Batum. Plenty of space. And the shot is good.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
McCollum finds Lillard. To the paint. And the dunk by Covington.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Jackson. And the layup falls. 5 points in the game.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jackson against Lillard. No good there with the step-back J.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And the dunk by Covington.
Showing off the agility and quickness. Covington knows where to get when the break is on.
Jackson from long range. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers up. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Patrick Beverley, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. And here is Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum outside. On deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Kennard for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Portland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Jones, no one around him. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Jones has got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Now here's McCollum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Portland moving the ball around. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Now Morris following the 3-point attempt by C.J. McCollum.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Norman Bowles checked in for McCollum, and it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Lillard. He has 6. Second shot opportunity. Powell, no one around him, misses the 3.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Jones slams it in. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
There it is. His first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter. His third of the game.
It's George on the wing. Sweet move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job fooling the defender and jumping into the contact. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
52 seconds left in the first half. Here's Powell. Covington against Batum. Pass to Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
George against Powell. Jackson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
He was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
There's the pass to Covington. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Rondo with the ball. Shoots over Lillard, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
Now here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Lillard. Up again. And the second chance effort by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Jackson. He's got 8. Kicks it out to Leonard. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Portland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. Lillard outside. 5 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. Good. He hits the jump shot. And it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Now, here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lillard's got 15.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Back to Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Now here's Powell. He's got 5. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Going to work. Nurkic puts forth such an effort on offense. That's what gets him his looks.
Here's George. It's a 3-point game. Nifty move. He lays it in.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now here's Covington. 7 points in the game. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Portland needs to get off the shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Now Lillard. Paul George missing from long range. Took him no time at all on that one. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Here's George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Clippers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Anthony. From deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 3. Dishes it to George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Outside Rondo. Kennard for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Panthers got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. It's tipped. Kicks it out to Jones. Over Rondo. And Jones has it in the corner. No good from outside. And George with the stuff.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Morris. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Now here's McCollum. Lobs it up for Anthony.
Looking back at McCollum's breakout third year, yeah, the scoring skyrocketed, but that assist rate went up as well. Effective as a decision maker.
This is it to Zubac. Pass to Kennard. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Portland leading by 3. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Simons. From deep. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Zoe Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George looking around. Ibaka in the post. Covered by Anthony. Ibaka, no luck. Down low. Here's McCollum. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. McCollum against George. Inside. Nurkic with the block. Now Powell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Leonard. Powell pulls it in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
George double teamed. He kicks to Ibaka. On the wing, Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lillard against Jackson. Unloads. Lillard misses. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Leonard. It's deflected. Outside for Jackson. Fires the 3. The shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Powell. That's good.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Outside, George. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. Batum scanning the floor. He dishes it to Ibaka. Money!
He's been there before, played in big moments of big games. Ibaka coming through in the clutch.
Cullen passes to Lillard. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. On the pass to Nurkic. Now, here's Lillard. From past the arc. Paul George grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Jackson. No good with the layup.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Pass to Covington. And here's McCollum. From outside the arc. Misses.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the...
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Welcome and nothing.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in its small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. McCollum, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Doncic feeling it out. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Lillard. From deep three-point range, Kleba with the rebound. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Powell. Nurkic with the steal. Up top, Covington. The pass to Lillard. Hangs, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Just 5 on the clock. Knocked away. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here to the paint. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
And here is Doncic. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Nurkic with it. Guarded by Porzingis. Back to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard looking around. Here's Covington. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Covington's got his second bucket of the game to go. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic outside. Hardaway from outside. Offensive rebound. Porzingis on the follow.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Lillard against Doncic. It's Powell on the wing. Outside, Covington. Pulls it from 20. And again, it's Portland converting.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Doncic against Lillard. High, arcing shot. .141 left in the first quarter. Collin passes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep, Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's McCollum. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with it.
Outside Hardaway. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Doncic, here we go. Some solid defense from Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 4. McCollum with the ball. Hardaway picks him up.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
27 seconds left in the first quarter. For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Doncic passes to Porzingis. The drive by Doncic. And he could not get the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. Before the game, we talked with Damian.
I know that when the main guy...
Greg, he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Simons. McCollum left side. Outside Anthony. 6 to shoot. Shoots. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Simons, the pass to Cantor. And here's Anthony for 3. That one doesn't drop.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Richardson, the bounce pass. Back to Brunson. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Stolen by Cantor. Anthony kicks to Jones. Back to Anthony. Here's Simons. Richardson covering. And it's Simons missing.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Powell, the pass to Simons. And stolen by Richardson. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Buries it down low. Richardson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
Well, not a big guy, but Richardson has no fear of the contact. I mean, he stays strong and gets his finish.
Simons, the pass to Powell. Here's Simons. Powell with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Powell with the steal. Cauley Stein kicks to Powell. Richardson outside. Pass to Cauley Stein. Now here's Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Ennis Cantor.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Ennis Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Mavs.
And they double up Doncic. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Mavericks now. Porzingis passes to Kleba. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Doncic with the steal. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. And it's in there. And it's a 7-point Dallas lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Powell. Lays it up off the glass.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Doncic against Lillard. Takes the three. That shot misses. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. 2 on the clock. From 15 feet away, Doncic no good.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score. For your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Hands it from downtown. McCollum's got 5.
He's a volume 3-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
And Doncic, here we go.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Lillard misses.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Doncic kicks to Kleba. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. And stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Fast break, Dallas. And Doncic gets it to go. And it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Derrick Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Dallas also making some changes. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Mavericks leading by 3. Richardson outside. And Covington sends it back. Fast break, here they come. Stolen by Brunson. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Jones. Melly is checked in for the Mavericks. Brunson the pass to Melly. To the wing on the left. Here's Finney-Smith. Out to Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Shooting two.
There we go, one more time. Give it up for your Blazer Dancers.
And he makes the first.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. McCollum feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock. And it's Simons missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Well, I like Richardson's versatile skill set. He has the deep shot, but he can also drive through the deep.
1:12 left in the third quarter. Nurkic the pass to Simons. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Dallas with it. Now Brunson. Richardson right side. Just 5 to shoot. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Now here's Nurkic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Left side Covington. Nurkic dishes to Anthony. Here's Simons. The offensive rebound. Nurkic the pass to Anthony. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Another shot. Nobody near Nurkic. Portland no good that time either.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Back to Richardson. Over McCollum. And that one released in time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Dallas up 7 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. On defense, Portland, they trail by 7. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And a deep three from Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. Anthony kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, Portland no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Doncic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And here is Powell. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by McCollum.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Richardson attacking. Can't get it to fall. Trailblazers trail by 12. Nobody near Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it.
Lillard against Doncic. Hardaway trying to free himself up. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. And an intentional foul right there. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Dallas also making some changes. Zinkis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicolo O'Malley. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Josh Richardson. Pass to Finney-Smith. In the corner, it's Kleber. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even the slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic kicks to Kleber. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Portland no good that time either. Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. To the inside, Hardaway uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And it's all about anticipation. Collins has a good feel for when to go after alley-oops.
Brunson with it. The pass to Burke. 15 seconds left in the game. And that's going to be a travel. Here's Simons. Passes to Giles. And here's Hollis Jefferson. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This was a very... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. Yep. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gordon out there with Jokic. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Now here's Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Denver with the rebound. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
And they pick up 2.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Now here's Powell. Kicks it out to McCollum. Jacks up a 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. And it's Gordon penetrating. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Jokic. To the middle. Murray outside. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
McCollum, no good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Jokic kicks to McGee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. The putback and the rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Fires from the wing. And the basket by McCollum.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
That doesn't go on the chance to tie. One-on-one here. Here's McGee. Count that bucket.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Porter, here we go. He gets that one. Porter's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. I love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's Lillard missing. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Here's Gordon. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's Lillard. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Nurkic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lillard, the pass to McCollum, stolen by McGee. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition.
Now here's Lillard. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Lillard against Murray. Covington trying to break free. And then Lillard slams it in.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
29 seconds left in the first. Floats it up for Jokic.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Trailblazers trail by 8. And up before again for the Nuggets, running the court. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Jokic high post. Nails the 16-footer. Jokic has got 6.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And we recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
Mentality of how we play, how we move the ball, how unselfish we are, next pass mentality, next man up mentality.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Paul Millsap. Will Barton is out there with Monte Morris. Then there's Bull. And it's Dozier into the small forward position.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
Millsap, and Jones sends it back. And stolen by Barton. And here we go. Finishes the break with a slam.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
At the top of the key, Millsap. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Dozier. They get the rebound, but he gets it back. Morris outside. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Barton. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 12. Powell with it. Now guarded by Barton. And then Jones with the jam. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Now here's Bull. Pass to Dozier. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Powell, no one around him. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
1:44 left to play here in the half. Morris finds Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Powell for 3. That shot off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Dozier passes to Millsap, and here's Barton. On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Powell, 6 to shoot, and he's good on the 3-ball. Barton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball, and it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Jones against Gordon, and Cantor able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Murray. Outside Gordon. Murray, the pass to Porter. No good on the 3. Trailblazers trail by 8. Anthony with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. There's the pass to Simons. Porter against Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. And here is Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray from deep. Kept alive.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? Jamal Murray said there's really nothing he can't do. And that does it for our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. So that to Terry Stotts starts the second half.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time, never giving up on a possession.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
It's Porter outside, and it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Porter passes to Jokic. Back to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got 6.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Porter pulls it in.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Powell against Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Portland no good that time either.
Ugh, ugly start. Second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Lillard outside. That 3 off the mark.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for JaVale McGee. JaMychal Green comes in for Jokic. Rivers, he's checked in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Bull kicks to Morris. No good with the triple. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Barton finds Morris. Pass to Bull. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Kicks it out to Lillard. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Jokic against Morris. He wants to get the Millsap and does. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Denver on D. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
To the paint. Martin passes to Millsap. That shot wide open. Millsap's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
McCollum against Barton. Lays it up and banks it in.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
It's Barton on the wing. Morris right side. Back to Barton. Denver passing it around. Yep, it counts. Bulls got his second bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
McCollum with the ball. Now Bull defending. McCollum passes to Nurkic. It's deflected.
Can't take the reach and length of Barton lightly. Effective at using it to snuff out shots.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And the basket by McCollum.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Pass to Dozier. From deep three-point range, Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Good if it goes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Denver on top. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Jamal Murray is out there with Rivers. And it's JaMychal Green. And there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at center. The Nuggets leading by 13. Now here's Murray. Outside Gordon. Green left side. For the 3, and the basket by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 16. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for JaMychal Green, and Porter subbed in for Austin Rivers.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And the basket by McCollum.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Murray surveying the D. 4 on the shot clock. The Nuggets with another miss.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Count it, good.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Murray against Lillard. The kick out to Porter. McGee dishes to Porter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Floats it up there for Nurkic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Trains the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And here's McCollum for 3. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Lillard comes with the double team. Porter finds Jokic. Murray outside. They grab their own miss. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nuggets.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Boy, I can't. Recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Murray with it. Outside Gordon. Now Jokic. Here's the three. Gets the bucket.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 5. Now, here's Lillard. And here's Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Lillard misses.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
The shot by George, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Indoors tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
A three from Leonard connects from three-point range.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
Now here's McCollum. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. First quarter, just over a minute played. It's McCollum with the drive. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. And it's rebounded by Covington.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Lob pass to George.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Here's Lillard. Fires for three. Portland again missing.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
The three from George. Powell pulls it in. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Lillard. That one, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Jackson finds Leonard. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Man's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Now here's Rondo. Leonard on the wing. Second chance shot. Zubac kicks to Leonard. McCollum against Kennard. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock at 4. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Stolen by Cantor. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Passes it to Simons. Back to McCollum. A 3-ball. Foul dishes to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard attacking. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
This guy is such an excellent finisher at the rim. He's got incredibly long arms and very strong hands.
Here's McCollum, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Zubac, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Kennard for 3. A rebound by Simons.
and you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball.
Oh! Wow. Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Now here's Powell. Cantor, the pass to Powell. McCollum outside. Off target from outside. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Beverly finds Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Kennard. Paul George is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson. And it's Batum in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Los Angeles leading by 10. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And, Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Nurkic with the steal. And they're moving it up. Here's Lillard. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Jackson kicks to Batum. Outside for George. And the shot goes down.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Now here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
The 3 from George. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Goes up again. Jones dishes to Lillard. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Now the pass to George. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And here is Los Angeles now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And George, here we go. And George with this stuff.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Nurkic up top. Simons surveying the D. Los Angeles leading by 6. Kennard the pass to Batum. And it's sent back by Lillard. And he gets it back. And Batum throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It doesn't go in. He's 3 for 9 now and frustrated. A pull-up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Kennard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Simons. Lillard against Jackson. Portland again missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Norman Powell comes in for Jones, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and then Lillard slams it in.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Count that one. Lillard's got 10 points.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
George looking over the floor. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
So we...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. Jack, what was your... And...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Now Jackson. After the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lillard looking around. And Lillard throws it down.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now, here's George. He's got 11. Kicks it out to Leonard. Zubac. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Cantor's checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Fires from deep. Here's Zubac. Outside Leonard. Outside Jackson. Platoon passes to Zubac. Leonard against Powell. And that one's good. Leonard.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Lillard up top, guarded by Jackson. Good on the bucket. Lillard's got 15.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. McCollum against Kennard. Pass to Beverly. Back to Kennard. Morris right side. It's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Cantor. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Three-pointer, Lillard hits it from three-point range.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Back to Beverly. Ibaka right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And it's McCollum off the drive. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Beverly. Count it. Beverly's got his first points of the game.
What a nice little burst from Patrick Beverly to get in transition.
Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Now, here's Kennard. No good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Here's Kennard. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Back to Kennard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Cousins throws it down.
This is what keeps Cousins' percentages up. The gimmies. My goodness.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Three-pointer, Lillard. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Lillard way outside. Cousins pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 11. Pass to Beverly. Off with the layup. Powell finds Lillard from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for the Clippers right now, the 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the shooting guard.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Clippers lead by 10.
What a smooth-looking release from Kawhi Leonard. Doing work in the mid-range. That is his comfort zone.
Here's Simons. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard with no one around. Outside for Rondo. The pass to Leonard. Misses the 3.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Outside Rondo. Here's Zubac. Almost, but it rolls out. Trailblazers trail by 8. And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's George. No good that time. Excellent D there from Anthony. Oh, Covington in position. Pass to Simons. Back to Anthony. Here's Simons. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Man passes to Leonard. Here's Man. He's guarded by McCollum. Pass to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for Portland. Powell, he's checked in for Anthony. Powell against Leonard. Now, here's Nurkic. D right on him. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in. McCollum against George. Jackson in the corner. Over Lillard. Jackson gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 10.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Shot on the wing. And too long on the shot. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. A shot by Batum, no good. Trailblazers trail by 10. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. Nobody near George. Releases from the wing and drills it. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead. It's Powell on the wing. From deep 3-point range, they get it back, and Covington stays with it.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Clippers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Lillard outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double. The 3 from George. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Lillard misses. And here's Los Angeles. George with the ball. On the wing, Jackson. Back to George. Jackson dishes to George. So the Clippers with the win. Probably a look. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And Dave.
Hey, Kevin, the Maverick.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's McCollum. And it's Covington in at the 4 slot. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Lillard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Doncic outside. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Here is Lillard after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. That one misses. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And here's Doncic from the arc. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Passes it to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Nurkic. Porzingis can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Powell, no one around him, and the 3 ball is good.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Doncic gets it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Powell against Hardaway. Back to Powell. It's picked off. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. A 3-pointer off the mark. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Richardson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Doncic. And a switch here also for Portland. Simons is checked in. Here's Simons. And finished off by Nurkic.
You see how assertive a player Nurkic is. I mean, it feels like he can score from these spots. And, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
Powell against Richardson. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Cans it from downtown. And this game is tied up now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point, though.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now, here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here's Porzingis for a 3. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Now, here's Richardson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
And it's Simons missing. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Richardson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, not a big guy, but Richardson has no fear of the contact. I mean, he stays strong and gets his finish.
McCollum with the ball. Simons, the pass to Powell. That one wide left. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Launches it. Can't hit that one. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Got the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
They've got Cauley Stein, Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Melly in at the 4. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Lillard attacking, goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Oh, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic at powering through the D and nailing the shot.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard outside. Pulls up on the wing, and he connects with the jumper. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Now, Doncic. He's got 8. Anthony with the block. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein.
Oh, and when Cauley Stein is cutting to the hoop after the screen, his teammates are doing their best to get him the rock. He is so good at finishing as the roller after the pick.
And there's the pass to Simons. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Redick finds Marjanovic. On the wing, Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. Redick passes to Doncic. Marjanovic with it. Here's Cauley Stein. The putback. It's good on the putback. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Cauley Stein against Cantor. It's deflected. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. On the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Marjanovic. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Doncic outside. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Powell. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dorian Finn. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard or you'll get dunked on.
Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Richardson. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Lillard against Brunson. Pulls from the top of the key. Powell for 3. The Trailblazers rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic's awesome at slamming misses in.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Brunson. And so it's Damian Lillard making... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that'll do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with McCollum. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 2.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one is good. Hardaway has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Dallas.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
McCollum kicks to Powell. Lillard from deep three-point land. That one doesn't go. And it's Dallas the other way. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Doncic with the bucket.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Uses the glass to drop it in. Lillard's got 14 points for the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Powell for 3. They shot off that time. And it's Dallas the other way.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Melly is checked in for Dallas. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter is checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Doncic with the steal. Pass to Finney-Smith. For the lead. A nice shot by Melly. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Well, that makes them 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Dallas. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Mellon. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
He hits both from the stripe. Trailblazers trail by 6. Out left to the wing. Left side, Jones. Nurkic trying to get open. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Richardson finds Marjanovic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Mavericks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the Mavericks making a change here. Melly's checked in.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from McCollum.
And it's encouraging whenever McCollum scores inside, proving that he's more than just a jump shooter.
Brunson the pass to Melly. No good off the back of the rim. Trailblazers trail by 4. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Marjanovic. Cauley Stein controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum, and Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Marjanovic. And it's rebounded by Covington. Here's Powell. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And it's now only a 1-point Maverick lead. Brunson scanning the floor. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Mavericks. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And for Portland, they're shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. We've got Luka Doncic. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Melly in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Doncic left side. Hardaway with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. That shot missing. Portland trailing here. Powell for 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Lillard surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Covington in position. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. And it's Portland with the rebound. Covington's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the Mavericks call time here. Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Lob pass to Porzingis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
It's Powell on the wing. Down low, and stolen by Cauley Stein. And so they foul intentionally. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Porzingis. Here's Doncic. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Powell, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The free throw drops for Powell. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Hardaway. And so he hits both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Lillard outside. From deep. Keeps it alive. Tries yet again. Pass to McCollum. Takes a 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. He doesn't hit that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And it's McCollum off the drive. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
To the inside, Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Wow, sensing the importance. Remember,
and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. And Doncic, here we go. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Lillard on top, guarded by Doncic. And then Lillard slams it in.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. A 2-point game. Good. A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 5th foul. Lillard outside. Bullseye!
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Doncic against Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And it's going to come down to a 3-point attempt. I mean, what a huge moment to come through at the line.
And here's Doncic from the arc. But he recovers it. Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 3. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than they do.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's McCollum in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Porter in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Porter. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Covington. That one a little long.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Porter. The pass to Jokic. Powell with the steal. Kicks it out to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And here's McCollum for 3. It's Powell on the wing. Over Porter. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his condition, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
McCollum outside. Jokic with the steal. Outside, Porter releases. They get it back. Jokic on the follow.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Jokic. Portland making their last shot. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 6. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard looking around. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 5. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Murray outside. Shoots over Powell, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Well, there's a little bit of Murray's handle on display. The D looked totally confused as to what to do there.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Simons, the pass to Cantor, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Nuggets leading by 3. Murray dishes to Barton. Back to Murray. Cantor kicks to Jones. Passes to Simons. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Morris is checked in. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Morris throws it down.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
20 seconds left to play here in the first. Barton against McCollum. Can't connect from short range.
And so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Millsap, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just competing right now. Millsap wanting to make the most out of that possession.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with us. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Here's Morris, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Floats it up for Millsap.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's screen. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. Morris against Lillard. Morris passes to Millsap. Out to Morris. Pass to Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it. The fast break chance. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Morris outside. Can't cash in from close range. Trailblazers trail by 5.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard misses.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Powell in for Anthony Simons. Powell, no one around him. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Here's Murray up on top, covered by Lillard. Murray kicks to Porter, pass to McGee, clock at 6. Floats it up for Jokic, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Bol, he's checked in for Denver. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in. Lillard dishes to Powell. Over Porter. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Nurkic the pass to Powell. Portland again missing. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bol. Now Murray. They need this one. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Covington's got his first bucket in this one. Now here's Murray. 50 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the pass to Jokic. And another miss by Denver.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
against Lillard. Puts up a three. The offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf Nurkic, big part of what... And...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Bol. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. The Nuggets trail. Outside Porter. That shot no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum feeling it out a bit. No good on the triple.
And his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Jokic with the bucket. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here is Lillard. He's got 10. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Inside, Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Using some brute force to take it strong to the rack. Kanter leaving nothing to chance.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Porter against Powell. Porter kicks to Gordon. Buries the long-range jumper. Gordon's got 5.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
And Jones has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Covington passes to Simons. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Outside Porter, back to Murray. Misses off the right iron.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Passes it to Jokic. He's feeling it. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 6 in the quarter.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
It's Covington on the wing. Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Bol, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Millsap comes in for Jokic. Will Barton, he's checked in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray.
You want evidence of Lillard finishing at the rim? I give you Exhibit A.
Here's Morris. Gordon dishes to Millsap. Lob pass to Gordon. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lillard with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. And a wide-open look for McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Pass to Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Pass to Anthony. Back to McCollum. And Nurkic has it in the corner. With 4 seconds on the clock. The shot, no good.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both free throws good from McGee. And so it's Denver holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with McCollum. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Morris kicks to Rivers. 4 on the clock. Millsap. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Over in the corner, Lillard. This one for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
A 3 from Morris. Rebounded by McCollum.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
The Nuggets leading by 8. Porter passes to Green. Morris outside. Off target with his 3. Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lillard with no one around. Again, the miss by Lillard. For Denver, they've gone 0-of-3 to start the fourth quarter. Morris passes to Millsap. Outside, Porter. Lobbed up there for Green. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And it's McCollum in the corner. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Bounce pass from Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. From the high post. And no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Denver calls timeout. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bowl, he's checked in for Millsap. Jokic comes in for JaMychal Green. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Porter. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
McCollum against Gordon. McCollum passes to Simons. Bucket is good.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Here's Jokic. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 7. Kicks it out to McCollum. Out to the right wing. And that one hits back iron. Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. The pass to Rivers. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Rivers has got the lead up to 10 now for Denver. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Down low, here's Nurkic. Rebound by the Nuggets. There's a minute left to play here in the fourth.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Denver.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Passes it to Rivers from deep. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
McCollum outside. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.